What's going on, everybody? This is your man, Chuck Creekmur, a.k.a. Jigsaw, and we are here with King Asiatic, Nobody's Equal, Top 5 Dead or Alive, one of my favorites. Welcome back to allhiphop.com, Big Daddy Kane.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Man, it's good to see you again, brother. Healthy and doing big things as your career continues on, man. I'm really happy to see this.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man, you're in this new movie, Dad Rehab. I saw you were actually the first person I saw post something about it on your Instagram. So tell us a little bit about this movie and your character, Owen.
Well, basically, it's a movie about different fathers going through issues with their children, and mine is a strange daughter that I hadn't seen I've never seen, and now she's like 30 years old and about to get married, and I'm trying to become a part of her life now, and that's who I play as Owen. And me and these other fathers, we're going to this thing called Dad Rehab, where we're learning to deal with our issues and become better fathers.
Okay. Did you have any special preparations you made for it, or is this something you could relate to? What was?
I didn't really have, I guess, preparation-wise, what I had to really do was just try to figure out things in my life that might trigger these type of emotions.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them were emotions that I don't normally deal with on day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I had to figure out, things that, may have happened in my lifetime that would make me feel this way, that
Mm-hmm.
would, affect me like that, make, whether sad or disappointed or, so just using those, locking those in the brain for those moments to try to, channel in to what was needed for the character Owen. But it was real easy because the young lady Kiki that did the writing, I mean, she did such an amazing job where, she made it real simple,
Yeah. The scene I saw a couple of them, but the one, between you and the daughter was a pretty tough scene to watch, Yeah, it was, I was like, wow, man, the brother, he's trying, he's doing the best he can. I've seen this play out in real life with some of our men who don't quite find the words. Do you find that this might be something that could translate into real life?
When you say real life, you mean for people that's dealing with these type of situations?
Yeah, the rehab sort of scenario.
Oh, I mean, who knows? I mean, I think that there are a lot of great Black men out there in the world that really don't get, their flowers and their credit the way they should. But I also think that there are, a lot of Black fathers out there that have made mistakes and just need to, that reassurance, how to deal with it and atone for them,
There seems to be a, baby mom component or a wife component. It's not just the dad situation. Some of it seems to be partner, spouse, boyfriend as well. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So that'll be addressed in there as well, which is always a for a man, I think, is sometimes can make the difference between not trying to get too into the woods with it, but just to say that sometimes those relationships can also affect how good or bad a father or mother is to their kid.
Yeah, it can affect that, but it can also affect the way that the child comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, certain things that you do say or argue about in front of your child can affect that child, and his thought process or his or her thought process growing up,
Now, I've seen you with your son, your youngest, and you guys, you know, it's like it's super cool. What kind of dad are you? What kind of dad are you now?
I mean, you know, me and my youngest, man, we have a good time, man. We play a lot. You know, it's Evil Knievel motorcycle, or we fighting imaginary bad guys. You know, I think one of my favorites is when, you know, we're kung fu masters and imaginary bad guys break into our dojo and we got to beat them up, and I'm, you know, kicking the hell out of midair. You know, you know, I love those moments. You know, but I mean, it's stuff like that. You know, and sometimes we just sit around and watch cartoons on Netflix. You know,
that's what's up. That's dope. Do you have any special plans for Father's Day?
Well, my wife just bought me one of those wood chip grills, so I think she got the plans.
Okay. Okay. Now, are you gonna be grilling, or is she gonna be on the grill?
Of course, I'm gonna be grilling. Like I said, I think she got the plans.
Right. The dads always get a raw deal. We take the mothers out to the dope restaurant, can't get a reservation, and then we.
Well, no. You got to give my wife a props, because she bought the grill.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. She gets the props.
Yeah.
For sure. I was reading a report. Actually, this report's a few years old, but the report said that black men spend more time with their kids than any other racial demo, and for me, it kind of validated us as good dads, but more so than bad dads. In your opinion, here now, do you think we may get a bad rap for being bad dads?
You mean based on the movie?
No, not necessarily. I just mean based on
society today.
Yeah, society.
I mean, I do see it a lot. I see it a lot where that's something that people point to. And there's a lot of situations where people come to me asking me to give them photos of me and my child to represent strong black fathers. And, you know, and honestly, that's something that I'm uncomfortable with, you know, not because I don't want to represent a strong black father, but because as a father, that's what the hell you're supposed to do. Yeah. You're supposed to be a father. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like I deserve an award for being a father. I don't deserve an award for doing what a man is supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So in those situations, I'm a little uncomfortable with that. You know, I don't mind talking about it, but no, I don't need, you know, any accolades or awards, you know, for doing what a grown ass man is supposed to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I have to admit, I won an award for fatherhood a few years ago from the Real Dads Network in Brooklyn, and I accepted it.
I mean, that's cool, brother. You know. Yeah.
Nah. I just I think it is important to continue to encourage, especially our younger men. Yes. Do you have any advice for younger dads, or even the older dads? I mean, in this movie, these are not young. Most of the guys are, you know, about at least 30 and up, middle age and stuff. You know what I mean? Do you have advice for anyone that's trying to do better?
Definitely. I mean, I would definitely, you know, tell the young cats to, you know, be in your child's life, you know, and instill the right things in them. You know what I'm saying? Because like your son will never be a man until he see a man, you know, and your daughter will understand what a good man is if she has one in her father.
Yeah. Now, this role puts you back, you know, on that Hollywood type of stage. You've done some acting in the past. You've even criticized it with Burn Hollywood Burn. But do you see this is a career shift for you?
Well, you know, I mean, honestly, brother, I would hope so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would hope so, because I definitely want to do a whole lot more acting, and that's really where the focus is right now at the moment, you know.
Was this done under COVID conditions? What were the conditions of this? Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I had a 8-inch Q-tip shoved up my damn nose every 3 days.
Yeah.
Then if anybody came up in a makeup trailer without their mask on, the COVID police come to your trailer and question you. Do you feel safe? Do you know who it was that didn't have the mask on? Is anything you want to report? You know, it was crazy. You know.
Yeah. What's been your favorite role, acting wise, so far?
I guess my favorite would probably have been Posse.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that it was like just so out of, my norm, having to be a Southerner from Louisiana and having to ride a horse, and plus it's a period piece,
Yeah.
Like I had to really step out the box to embrace that character, but I mean, I can't lie though. I had the best time on this Bad Dad set. I mean, everybody was like family, man. It was just so much love on the set from day one. It wasn't like we had to take a week to figure each other out. Like from day one, it was just so much love.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Last time we talked, you had done a song, a BLM song, a BLM type song, I should say. Are you? Do you have any plans to do any new music?
Well, I've been working on some music. It's just that I gotta really pace it because when I'm doing my thing musically, I like to really be focused. And right now, I'm more focused on the acting side and this documentary that I have coming out. So that's really where my focus is at right now. But right at the moment, I do have one great song in the bag with Raheem Devon, and another one that my man Chew, an amazing producer from Amsterdam, did. But right now, really the focus is on acting in this documentary.
What's this documentary you're talking about?
It's a documentary called Paragraphs I Manifest, and it's about lyricism.
Okay.
And I mean, it's coming together so great. I mean, like I got the battle rap was good as the animal, A-Verb, and we're sitting there discussing battle rap today versus battle rap in the 80s. And me and KRS-One talking about, how the BDP bridge war went on, and I didn't get involved because me and Chris was like this, and him and Miss Melody helping me move out of my crib and with my parents and stuff, and like the stuff that Jay-Z said that he learned from me, and the stuff that like Eminem broke down some shit, man, that I didn't even know that I did. I'm listening to him talking. I'm like, oh, word, damn, I did do that. So it's a lot of amazing stuff, man. And I think that people that appreciate hip hop and people that appreciate lyrics is really going to enjoy this.
Oh, wow. Now my brain is spinning. So is this where we saw you and Jay together? Is that where that stems from?
Yeah. That was the day. Yeah, that was the day we was filming Jay-Z segment of it. Yeah.
Well, you've done something that all hip hop hasn't been able to do yet. Film Jay-Z. He never let us film the interviews.
All right, don't put me in the middle of y'all stuff, man.
Nah, seriously, man. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. This is this is what we need. Speaking of battle rap, are you
let me just say this. Like one of the main reasons why I really wanted to do this is because I see so many talented young artists that have unique styles, and they make hit songs, but a lot of things that artists don't understand is like for longevity purposes, your listeners, they have to tune into you as the artist. If a song come out and be like, yo, you heard such and such and such, yo, it's crazy. Mustard did the beat. Then Mustard blew up, not you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they say, yo, you heard such and such new song, yo, Little Uzi Vert or Little Pump, you know, they said whoopty whoopty woo, then it's about you. Then it's about you. So really just trying to show the younger generation the importance in lyricism so that they can have that longevity in the game, you know, because I have nothing but love and respect for the younger generation. And I want to see them achieve the things that, you know, a lot of cats from our era achieved, what, you know, to make it where we can still be around today, 30 some years later, you know.
Definitely. You know, I was at a block party for MC Rock, the original female MC, and it was a beautiful day in the Bronx. But the most noticeable thing for me, and this is no knock on the younger era, but just to say that there was a young MC that got up there, a couple of them, and they needed water after 1 second, and they couldn't get through a whole song without, you know, needing help. But then I saw a guy from the Crash crew, and I mean, you know, Melly Mel performed for 15 minutes straight, you know, nonstop. And you really saw the difference in the live performance, the command of the crowd, the breath control. And then there was the lyrics, and the lyrics were, man, I mean, these guys looked all of 60 and up, but they really spit like, you know, like it was yesterday, basically, you know.
Well, here's the thing that a lot of people gotta take under consideration when they compare the older generation to the newer generation. You have to understand that pretty much anybody from the mid 90s on back to the 70s got into hip hop to be a dope MC.
Right.
You battled in the streets, you battled in the lunchroom, you battled at block parties. You know, this is what you did. You was writing rhymes all the time because your goal was to be a dope MC. Right. And then at some point in time in your life, you ended up with a record deal. Right. Because early on at that stage, hip hop wasn't even considered a music genre.
Yeah, right. True.
In the 80s, when we were making records, they had no respect for us, you know what I'm saying, as a music genre.
Definitely.
But now hip hop is not only a music genre, but the biggest music genre.
Yeah.
So now today's generation, you have kids that didn't do the block parties.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Didn't battle in the lunchroom.
Yeah.
They did what a lot of pop artists did. Just woke up one day and said, I want to make a record.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
You know, they never been through that experience to understand that, you know, and it's like, and it's such a gap between generations that, you know, their last generation being like the Lil Wayne, Ludacris, Eminem, you know, Kanye, they can't connect with them to give them the game, to be like, hey, this is what you need to do. This is how, you know what I'm saying? Because there's such a gap, you know, where, you know, the younger generation are told that those guys ain't relevant no more. And, you know, the generation before that, you know, they get the feeling like, you know, like you don't, like the younger generation don't respect them. So they be like, forget them. That ain't no real hip hop. But it's like, hopefully we can get, you know, cats to come together, you know, unite, you know, just for the sake of an older generation, giving a younger generation that game so that they're seasoned as they enter into it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Did you and Jay have any fatherhood conversations while y'all were there? I mean, you've known Jay since he was a kid, basically. Or, well, maybe y'all around the same age, but she was
Jay a year younger than me.
Yeah. So, but you were a senior level kind of. You seem more.
I came out before Jay. I mean, I came out before Jay. I came out in '87. Jay came out, what, 96?
Yeah.
Damn near 10 years later. You know, so it's like in real life, we're around the same age. In hip hop, we're about 10 years apart.
Right. Yeah. So what was y'all's conversation like? What you know, what was the difference, if any?
Oh no, I mean it was great conversation with Jay. You know, it was like we kind of like picked up from where we left off, and you know, we were just talking about old tour stories when he used to come on the road with me, and we talked about his process of writing and you know, times in the studio and things of that nature, and it was a great vibe, you know.
Yeah, that was a great picture. In fact, that picture I reposted it. It got me more likes on Instagram than recent memory. Probably something to me and my daughter that got more likes back in a few years ago. So, yeah, that was a good. You know, the big shirt on too. It was a great touch.
Yeah, that shirt was crazy. So yeah. you had three Brooklyn artists right there in one photo. You know,
definitely. Now I know you're probably sick of these Verzus questions. Everybody, you know, I'm gonna tell you why everybody is asking, because you're a great Verzus is now performance based. It's not really a battle anymore, and I think that you and I promise you, this is not a bait question, but you and KRS are literally, I would say, the two best performers in hip hop. Now, obviously, there's some newer guys that are good too, but I mean, you know, relatively speaking, y'all are probably the two best live performers, in addition to lyricists.
You would have to add. You would probably have to say the best lyrical performers. You can't.
Well,
just
you know, there's Dougie. I know
exactly. Yeah,
right.
That's the best. That's the best, hands down. Doug is the best.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah. Now, if you said lyrical performers, okay, yeah, I can respect where you're coming from there.
Oh, I know what I'm talking about. No, I would never leave Dougie Fresh off that list. Ever. But have you thought about it anymore? Have you given any more thought, consideration? I don't even know if anything's even matriculating on that.
I mean, nothing came about it. I mean, it was like me and Swiss talked about it. Okay. And when I talked to KRS and told him, you know, we should do it, it would be a great idea, he said that he was down.
Okay.
You know, when I went back and, you know, tried to make it happen, I mean, I don't know. I think it's the type of thing where they really want to try to make this Kane and Rakim thing happen. That's what they really want to try to make that happen.
Right.
You know, but I mean, you know, it's like I mean, I already told you, you know, yes, let's do it like 3 times, but I can't make everybody commit.
Right.
You know, all I can do is say I'm down to do it.
Right.
You know?
Got you.
Now, with this particular situation, I said, you know, let's do it, and I went to Chris, and confirmed with him, and he said he's down to do it. You know, so it's not, you know, it's not me, it's not KRS. You know, it's they would have to pick the ball up. You know. Got you.
Well, I interviewed KRS for 3 hours, and he was going off script because he was kind of going outside of the Verzus parameters. So I think they.
What do you mean by that?
Well, he was talking about, you know, just literally like battling. You know what I mean?
No, because that's what we said. When I went to KRS, I said, yo, we should do it for real though. Like the fans want to hear the music. So like instead of like doing just, you know, 20 songs back to back, maybe we do 10 or 15, you know, songs back to back. And then let's go like 3 rounds against each other. You know, just really battling. And he was like, he thought it was dope. And then he even said, you know, like, and we can even let our DJs battle. You know, like have it like my DJ battle your DJ. I was like, yeah, that's dope too. So we came up with a whole idea of making it, you know, a real official joint where you get to hear all the classic hits, but then the real hip hop heads get to see some battle shit too. You know what I'm saying? So that's So no, he wasn't going off script. That is what me and KRS talked about. That's what we discussed. Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, Kane. I tried to get y'all a bag. I was talking to some white guys. It's not from Verzus or anything like that. I was talking to some white guys to try to get you and KRS some money, but they kind of backed out of it. But I was like, yo, man, these guys deserve all the money if we can do it somehow. I don't know what Verzus pays or anything, but I definitely think that if y'all do it, y'all got to get a nice check for that. You know.
Oh no. If we did it, we gonna have to. That's gonna have to happen because
Right.
you got to understand. Other than Babyface and Teddy, none of those versus battles were real battles. They were just music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, Babyface came with his gladiator on gear on. and I ain't never even think that nobody that sing that smooth could fight so goddamn dirty, man.
Right. Yo, Slick Talk was impeccable, boy. His Slick Talk was crazy that day.
Yeah, baby. Like, but I mean, all the rest of them, you know, just really been, you know, song, you know, just song.
Yeah.
It was a celebration.
Yeah,
really just a celebration. You know what I'm saying? And they've been beautiful. And I want it to be where me and KRS can give you that same celebration, but at the same time, give the diehard hip hop fans some real hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? With me and him going at it. You know what I'm saying? Real bars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then also, I think that that's a good thing for the younger generation when they get into their hip hop beefs to understand that, you know, you can go at another rapper without it, you know what I'm saying, becoming a contact sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. All right. You have the podcast.
Did I ever tell you the one about?
Yeah, talk about the I heard the one, I heard one of them or so. Talk about it a little bit for people, because last time we didn't speak on that.
Well, the podcast is on Apple Music and Spotify. It's called Did I Ever Tell You the One About Big Daddy Kane? And I'm telling a lot of stories from my lifestyle growing up, starting as a DJ, turning into an MC, and being inspired by Grandmaster Caz and all, like through my high school days and things of that nature. And there's other people throughout my lifetime that's involved with the podcast telling their version of the story. And the thing that's amazing about it is that the whole podcast is done in 5.1 surround sound. So while you're hearing it, you know, if I'm talking about being at a block party, you're hearing, some ill, disco groove that they used to play in the block parties in the 70s. You're hearing that play. I'm talking about the ice cream truck. So behind you, you're hearing an ice cream truck pulling up. You know, in front of you, you're hearing someone popping the bottle on a Heineken and stuff like that. So the sound is just amazing, like as if like you're listening to a movie in surround sound.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. We previously talked to Search a little bit about what he was trying to do. How's it been working with him? He explained the technology and how different this would be.
Well, the technology was all Search idea. Technology was all Search idea, and I think he did an amazing job with it, man. I think he did an amazing, because I just really sat in my studio just talking in the mic. Into Pro Tools, and I sent him, all the conversations, and he just worked his magic, and when he sent it back to me, I was like, God damn. Right.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm a hip hop, fiend, man, but any chance that we'll get that Juice Crew movie that they were talking about years ago?
Absolutely. That's in the works as well.
It is.
Yeah. Yes,
whoa.
Sir.
Okay.
That's in the works as well. And I want to say shout out to Jesse Collins, and shout out to Shock Him, for seeing my vision and wanting to bring it to life, and that's in the works. So be expecting that soon. Yeah.
So you're spearheading it. I'm
one of the executive producers. Yes.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah. Can do you have someone playing you yet?
No. Okay. No, not yet.
Okay.
Right now, we're dealing with the script. The script is being written, and it's being done by an amazing brother, Abdul Williams. He's the one that did the New Edition and the Bobby Brown story.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And he's a hell of a writer. And it's crazy how this dude mind operates, because it's like he can see one thing here and then see something else here and make it connect in an amazing way. And plus, he's one of those dudes that studies everything.
Right.
It's like he's one of them dudes where, like, okay, if this happened in January and that happened in March, what happened in February to connect these two.
Right.
That's the type of dude he is. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm tearing up, man. Oh my God, we've been waiting a long time for this, and you got the right people doing it, and that's the good part. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Kane, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you so much, man. I'm glad to see you out here prospering, flourishing, still, putting enough out there that people want more, from you, man. So I give you a big salute, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Much respect.
Yeah. All right. Peace.
Peace.